Alright guys, excuse me. Alright guys, so on AUD I'm just looking for I'll just delete that. I'm just looking for my week, what I'll be looking out for in a week. So I'll always mark my highs and my lows. Let me just do it big. Let me just do it 3, because that's the highest high and the highest low. I just scale in. Alright, so let me just scale in. So that's my change of character. And price is in a downtrend, as you can see. So as you can see, price is in a downtrend. That's my change of character. I'm gonna delete the alert. That's my change of character, and this range will be my trading range, and that will be where I'll be expecting in the whole week, where price will drop to. That's where I'm expecting price will drop to for the whole week on AUD/USD. And let me scale into the 1 hour time frame. That's my intraday analysis for my intraday analysis. So that's my break of structure and my change of character. And also price created a break of structure, making the downtrend a valid downtrend. So, and another break of structure, but that break of structure didn't retrace, but yeah. So, and that's my supply level, or let me say order block, and that zone and that high is my inducement. If you can see, price created a resistance level. Let me just scale in. Price created a resistance level. That's where many stop losses will be relying on. So above that resistance, there are a lot of stop losses over there. So price is changing liquidity. So let me just mark that zone as my inducement. Let me just mark that zone as my inducement. And yeah, so no entry confirmation, no entry. So this entry confirmation I'll be anticipating on. I changed my settings, so I haven't gotten time to change it back, but let me just do it real quick. Alright, so this is the entry confirmation I'll be anticipating on. If price doesn't create this entry confirmation, I'm not taking the trade. Simple as that. So that is my internal high, my intraday high, the recent high, the swing high, and the swing low I'll be looking out for. That's my internal range from only Monday. So on Monday, that's the internal range I'll be looking out for. And also I already have trade on GBP USD, and prices approaching that zone already. So that's the high. Price has already tapped into my high, so I scroll down to the lower time frame. That's my 15-minute time frame for my confirmation entry. So price has already printed my confirmation yeah, my confirmation entry. So once price, so that's the change of character, internal change of character note. That's my internal change of character. Let me just change the default settings. And that's my internal break of structure. Let me just change my settings. Alright, so we are back. So let's see. So that other block has been mitigated. This other block has also been mitigated. So this is the unmitigated other block right now. But we are going to look, I'll scale to the 15 minutes time frame to check whether if the 5 minutes and the 15 minutes other block aligns. And when I checked, it's really aligned, and the other block or the supply zone hasn't been tested. Let me just change the settings real quick. Alright, so that's my supply zone, and my entry will just be above, my stop loss will be above my entry, and I'll target the low, the recent low, and leave the rest for the greedy ones. Alright. So let's move to the other pair. Let's move to the other pair, the metric. Alright, so on GBP, JPY, I have to go back to the 4-hour time frame to check what the market is doing on the 4-hour time frame. Alright, so I had to clear everything because I can't see anything here. So I'll just scale out to see what the market is doing. So right now it looks like price isn't clear, and see the price load. Alright, looks like price isn't clear. If price is like this, all you need is your 2 recent break of structures. So that's a change of character and a break of structure confirming price is in a downtrend, and another break of structure also. So this is a valid downtrend on the 4-hour time frame. I don't care what price is doing the previous ones. So I just get my swing high, my 4-hour swing high, and my 4-hour swing low. Alright, so once I've seen this, I just take my supply zone. I mark my 4-hour supply zone or other block. Let me just change the default settings. And let me save it. Alright. So I just drop down to the 1-hour time frame. That's my analysis time frame. So as you can see, price has already tapped into my supply zone. So all I'm looking for is, okay, a recent break of structure price is still in an uptrend. The lower time frame has to change character before the overall trend, before the high time it aligns with the higher time frame. The lower time frame has to align with the higher time frame. So right now, the 1 hour is still bullish, and the internal range is also bullish. So that's I mark my low, my 1 hour swing low, and my 1 hour swing high. And in my intent, and yeah, that's the low I'll be looking for for price to just break before I just take my sell. So that's the low, my change of character low, and price has already given a break of structure, internal break of structure. So I mark my, so that zone hasn't been tested on the 1 hour time frame. As you can see, the wick is not even close to it. So that's my 1 hour order block. So the whole of Monday or Tuesday or whatever. So that is the counter trading opportunity I'll be looking out for. That is the trade I'll be looking out for. And if price is able to break and close that low, meaning the overall trend, meaning the the lower time frame must align with the higher time frame. So yeah. Let's move to the next pair on GBP USD JPY. I had to clear everything. Real. Let me clear everything and go back to the 4 hour time frame top down analysis. I only use 2 time frames to do my top down analysis. Alright. So I clear everything up, delete everything so that we don't get confused. I just check my direction. Nothing should tell you that this isn't in a downtrend. This typically in a downtrend. This typical downtrend. So if you are not comfortable with it, you just mark your 2 recent break of structure. That's a valid break of structure. And another break of structure. So as you can see, it is very, very valid on. So let me just delete it and mark my supply zone, or let me say let me mark my far high and my 4 hour low. That's the break of structure. So let me just delete it. So my far supply zone, I'll be waiting, or let me say the zone I'm expecting price to just stop into for the whole week to get myself selling opportunities. So there's more opportunity to buy this market because price hasn't got into my zone, my point of interest here. So you can see I'm looking for a sell on GBP JPY and USD JPY also, as you can see. But there's more opportunity for me to rally up with the price. So I just drop down to the 1 hour time frame. So the 1 hour time frame price has daged out a break of structure. So I mark my low, internal low, or let me say my daily low, swing low and swing high. And so I'm just looking for some buys here. I see that price respect. I'm looking for price to just break that low or respect that demand zone and rally up to that zone. Let me see. Alright, so price gave an internal break of structure, a valid break of structure, break and close, body close, a break of structure, internal break of structure, sorry. and that's the low I'm waiting for price to just break. So since price is still in an uptrend, price can respect the demand zone right there. And yeah, so price can respect my 4 hour demand zone, or let me say 1 hour order block. So I'll just, no entry confirmation, no trade. So I'll wait for entry confirmation on this. Oh yeah. So this is the entry confirmation. As you guys can know, that's the entry style, my entry style for every zone. So that's the confirmation I'll be looking on. I'll be watching out for price to dish out for me. And here we move to the next pair, Euro USD. So on Euro USD, I move back to my 4 hour time frame to see what the market is doing, or the trend of the market, or let me see the direction of the market. So let me just delete everything. Alright, so waiting for my network to just load the chart. So let me just kill it once price is not loading. So my 2 recent break of structure, that's my first break of structure and the other break of structure. I only need 2 recent break of structure. So price has disrespected my first low, my break of structure, the low of the break of structure, creating a change of character. So that I'm looking out for price to come to this H4, or let me say demand zone, 4 hour demand zone in the whole week. Or let me say for the whole week. I'm just waiting for price to just get to that zone, and yeah. So I just go down to the 1 hour time frame and go down to the 1 hour time frame, mark my 2 recent break of structure. So that's my internal break of structure and another break of structure. Alright. So that's the zone, my supply zone I'll be waiting for price to tap into it. So before that, let me just mark my high, my intraday high and low, swing high and swing low. And that's my 1 hour order block. And also change of character, that's my inducement. That's the inducement for the break of structure. Oh no, that's the inducement for my area of interest. I mean my order block. If you are doubting price is still above my 50%, we are selling, so it has to be above my 50%. So my zone is still valid, though all the extremes has been tested. That zone is still unmitigated, so price would respect, I don't know, price will just respect my zone. I don't control the market. So let's move to the next pair. AED chef, let me just delete everything. Let me scale out on the 4 hour time frame. You are massively in the downtrend. If you are doubted, you mark your two recent break of structure. This is my recent break of structure, I scale in, and another break of structure, confirming we are in a downtrend, and that's a change of character price made. So let me just delete everything and mark my area of interest for the week. That's my supply zone. I'll be waiting for price to just come and respect that zone. See, I move down to the 1 hour time frame. So that's my break of structure. And my break of structure. Another break of structure. So yeah, and another break of structure. So that's my swing high and my swing low. So yeah, price created another break of structure. This internal break of structure came with a change of character. So I'll be waiting for price to come to the extreme order block or demand zone. The demand zone. Let me just change the settings. So yeah, I'm just confused right now. So wait, so price still, that's my inducement for my order block, and my internal supply zone for a counter trading opportunity. But I'm not counter trading right now. I'm not looking for any opportunities right now. It's very late. It's 11 p.m. and I'm not looking for any trade right now. So yeah, that's my high and that's the low. That is my trading range for the day. Oh, yeah, I did it 15 minutes, but instead of 1 hour. So I'll be looking for my entry confirmation. When price gets there, then I trade with the trend. Alright, so that's what I'm looking on. Let's move to the next pair. Let me just arrange it. As you guys can see all the pairs here. I'm looking for a sell on GBP USD. All the USD pairs I'm looking for sales. And Euro USD I'm looking for a sell. And going to the GBP JPY, okay, AUD USD I'm looking for a sell also. Now let's look at G uh the JPY pairs. I'm looking for a sell for the JPY. And USD JPY also I'm looking for a sell. As I said, so the overall trade is a sell. As you can see, I'm waiting for price to just get to my tap into my zone. Yeah. I'm looking for a sell. So let's move to the next pair. That's AED Chef. So on AED Chef, I already analyzed this with you guys already. So yeah, I'm looking for buys. Now let me set my alerts here. My alarm, let me delete everything and refresh. Yeah. Alright, so let me just set my alarm. Like you do, I only have 5 opportunity and it looks like I have 7 pairs on my watch list. So I have to just use 5. Alright, so let me just set this. Set it here. Alright. I'm still waiting for price to just, yeah, okay. Uh, so let me just set my alert over here. I might take this trade. Once price gets to that zone, I'll just take that trade. Alright. So that's it for this week. This is what I'm looking out for on this week. And let's see. And the 15-minute time frame here. I'm just waiting for price to just stop into it. So it looks like my stop loss is very wide, so I'm just going to use my sniper entry style for this trade. Once price gets to the zone, my stop loss is very wide, and I'm going to use my sniper start strategy on this trade. Just have 1.2 pips and we target 43, or I don't know, 40 pips. Alright, so I think that's it for today. These are the pairs I'm just watching out for the whole week. So once the week ends, we see when price is able to change. Price can change, and once price change or goes opposite my direction for all my pairs and my buyers, I change my buyers. So yeah. So I think that's it for today. That's it for my weekly analysis.